Carl, thank you. President Obama is switching things up a bit for the final push. Chief White House correspondent Ed Henry is with the president in Las Vegas.
A wardrobe change for President Obama, flashing his bomber jacket from Air Force One to remind everyone he's still commander-in-chief for now. And while aides are also promising a change in message with a new, more positive tone in his final case.
Our fight goes on because we know this nation cannot succeed without a growing, thriving middle class.
He's still going negative on Mitt Romney, with his campaign today charging the Republican would be a rubber stamp for the right wing.
He's saying he's the candidate of change. Well, let me tell you, Wisconsin, we know what change looks like. And what the governor's offering sure ain't change. Giving more power back to the biggest banks isn't change. Leaving millions without health insurance isn't change. Another $5 trillion tax cut that favors the wealthy isn't change.
Those punches are still flying because the president knows this race is far from over, especially since he's still waiting for Friday's October jobs report, one of the last unknowns about the race. Today, weekly applications for unemployment benefits dropped to a seasonally adjusted 363,000, a level consistent with modest but not robust hiring. Mixed news as well for the president in the latest Fox News poll, which shows that approval of his handling of the economy among likely voters has risen 10 points compared to 2 years ago. Yet when asked who they trust to do a better job on the economy, the president gets just 43%, while Romney is at 52%.
It is good to be back in Green Bay, Wisconsin.
The president is also playing some defense with his itinerary in the final stretch. 3 stops in Wisconsin, a state he wanted to lock down long ago, plus 2 stops in Iowa and 6 cities in Ohio, where he hopes victories will provide a Midwestern firewall. While the president may be less optimistic in the South, where he's making only 1 visit each to Florida and Virginia and has no plans to visit North Carolina.
We've never had North Carolina for a year out of the Republican column, and sure enough, that's where it's going to be on Tuesday.
This week, the president's campaign has also started pouring money into Democratic-leaning states Michigan, Minnesota, and Pennsylvania. Note that commander-in-chief jacket was only slipped on after all of the president's storm work, and New York City Mayor Michael Bloomberg, hard hit by the storm, just so happened to pick today to endorse the president. Brett?
Ed Henry live in Las Vegas. Ed, thank you. Now to our